What's up, my friends? First Down Media is back, and Cleveland just lit the fuse. Browns insider Mary Kay says Tommy Rees might take over play calling from Kevin Stefanski, and that move could flip this quarterback room upside down. We're talking Shedeur Sanders stepping in, Dylan Gabriel stepping out, a total shakeup at the most important position in football. And behind the scenes, oh, trust me, the tension between Shedeur and Stefanski is getting spicy. Ego clashes, power struggles, the future of this franchise hanging by a thread. Stay right here. We're diving into the whole Cleveland chaos. Like, subscribe, let's get into it. So once again, like I told y'all before, Cleveland Browns insider Mary Kay just dropped another fire update. There's a real chance that offensive coordinator Tommy Rees could straight up snatch the play calling duties from Kevin Stefanski. And if that happens, get ready, because we might be seeing Shedeur Sanders stepping in and taking over this offense for real. Now listen, I'm about to read exactly what she reported, word for word. And then I'm giving you all the exclusive inside intel on what's been happening during this wild bye week. The meetings, the arguments, the power moves, everything. All right, so as you guys can see, the chaos in Cleveland is just getting started. Mary Kay says Browns Kevin Stefanski will consider giving up play calling to offensive coordinator Tommy Rees and other changes during the bye. Injury updates, Carson Quinn, Sean Junkins, and much, much more. Now, I'm going to play this video clip and let you guys see why I feel like Tommy Rees, along with Shedeur Sanders, could potentially be in play after this bye week. I'm going to play this video clip and let you guys see the connection between the two as we keep this video rolling.
Here we go. Here we go. Y'all start us off. If you're here, you're here. Okay. And coming up high. Good? Here we go. Eyes down the field. Set. Good. We're reading those seams. I didn't think I was in harm's way. Standing over here. Hey, we're going to do a lot of work when we climb up, is keeping this thing on that now. These now that are going to be tackling you, it's a different world. You feel me? It's a different world. You see Myles Garrett walking around with his shirt off? We got to have that ready to roll. You know I'm mic'd up. I hope that makes it. Ball's on the right hash. Quick game. Push our timing on this. Ball's out. Good spot. Switch sides. Good timing. Hey, that's the timing we're after. Good rhythm, baby. I fucking love that. Hey, switch sides. So right away, we're not just going here. Our eyes are still here, and now we're reading that, and now we're coming back. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about. On that last rep, let me see your eyes. See, yeah, there they are. Now there's the high-low on rhythm. Perfect. You got hella tight ends. Good read. Good job. Good ball. Dialing it up. Good job for day one, baby. Good job. Hey, good guys. Good job for day one. Good job. Good first day. Really good first day. QB's on 3, 1, 2.
There's actually a good reason to feel excited right now, Browns fans, because if offensive coordinator Tommy Rees takes over the play calling, things could get interesting fast. And honestly, I would love to see that quarterback switch. Dylan Gabriel out, Shedeur Sanders in, let the fireworks begin. But let's be real, something weird is going on in Cleveland. There's a silent war brewing, and we still don't know who's really fighting who. Is it Andrew Berry versus Kevin Stefanski? Is it Shedeur Sanders versus Stefanski? Or is this a full-blown locker room power struggle for the future of the franchise? There is definitely drama happening behind the scenes, and nobody wants to talk about it publicly, not yet. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna roll this clip for you guys. You'll hear two top reporters and Tony Grossi break down exactly what could be unfolding right now during this bye week, right before the Browns face the New York Jets. Buckle up, because this story is only getting crazier.
There is something going on here that is weird, strange, and dysfunctional. because the answers to the questions and the logic from the moment they drafted him to right now, there are all these incongruencies and inconsistencies. Why did they take him in the 5th round? Why was he still there in the 5th round? Did he really want to come here? Would he rather have gone somewhere else? Who drafted him? Who really wanted him? Why didn't he get any reps and opportunities in training camp when he's the more talented guy and Dylan Gabriel is the less talented guy? It's more than meets the eye. It's Brown's dysfunction at its finest. And I'd have thought that at some point here, the Haslams would have learned their lesson about doing things like this, but I guess they're just incapable of doing it.
It seems like we're back there. All right, Tony, I wanted to start this off today asking about Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders, because it seems like, well, there's a perception out there in the national one, I'm not saying it's correct, that Shedeur's not Kevin's guy and Dylan's his guy. And first of all, I want to ask you, what do you think about that perception? And then also, Kevin doesn't really seem to do anything to dispel the notions that Shedeur's not his guy.
Yeah, I was going to say that part of that perception is because of the way Kevin answers questions about Shedeur. Like yesterday when Mary Kay Cabot asked them about Shedeur, he said, "I'm not thinking about that. I'm focused on now." Well, now is what the question was. I mean, is it now time to get Shedeur ready? And yeah, I think Kevin's curt reply gives off the perception that he doesn't like Shedeur. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's personal. Again, I do agree that Dylan Gabriel is it was his quarterback, in this draft. Again, they did not think they were going to find their franchise quarterback in this draft, but they wanted to draft at least one.
अगर आपका म्यूचुअल फंड
First choice was Dylan, and I think again, they did not think they were going to find their franchise quarterback in this draft, but they wanted to draft at least one, and the first choice was Dylan, and I think Kevin had a large role in that. And he might not have had the same role in the selection of Shedeur. And just go back, I mean, he's the one who controls who gets first team snaps, second team snaps, third. Yeah, here we are in approaching the month of November, and Shedeur Sanders still has not received snaps with the first team offense. That is the direct dominion of the head coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the perception is reality here that he does not think Shedeur is ready to be used as his starting quarterback.
And it's not even that, Tony. Kevin is usually so secretive about everything, but he went out of his way to say that Shedeur isn't getting first team reps. Like he was, and I don't want to say happy to answer your question about that, but he gave up that information when he usually doesn't give up any information.
Now, to my understanding, he regretted that because he
for
a moment lost sight of the fact that any utterance of Shedeur becomes a big story. Yeah. He lost sight of that in answering that question. He didn't think it was a big deal saying, well, no, he's not getting for,
it was a massive deal.
Yeah. So, and I heard that given a second chance, he would have answered that question differently. Okay. So I think he's still coming to grips with the sensitivity over the Shedeur Sanders issue, but from everybody else. He still considers him, a fifth-round quarterback, developmental player, a guy who we're bringing along as best we can, but we got to win games with the starter. That's the world he lives in, not our world where every little utterance about Shedeur becomes a headline and a viral, social media moment.
Well, Tony, the thing here is, if they don't start, if Kevin keeps going on this and they don't start Shedeur sooner, or even give him practice reps, and Gabriel continues to look poorly, like what can he say to kind of justify it?
Yeah, I think the realization might have hit him this week, because it certainly hit me.
Yeah.
That Gabriel's not going to be able to take him to the finish line.
Yeah.
I think Kevin felt that once Gabriel got in there, I can win with him, in certain and over time develop them to keep them in there. But I think the New England game was a terrible setback for Gabriel. And I think the realization during this bye week is we're not going to be able to get to the finish line with Dylan Gabriel and still justify it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think Kevin originally thought, oh, that won't be a problem. I see what he can be. It's just not working.
All right, so you guys just heard the clip, the inside whispers, the possible tension between Kevin Stefanski, Shedeur Sanders, and the entire Browns power structure. Now, everything is still up in the air. Nobody on the outside truly knows what's happening behind those locked doors. All we can do right now? Speculate, guess, connect the dots. And yes, a lot of you ask me, bro, why are you always using info from Tony Grossi, Mary Kay, and those reporters who don't even like Shedeur? Here's the truth. They're the ones with boots on the ground. They're inside the building. They're the ones getting the calls and seeing the shifts before anyone else. So drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is going on in Cleveland? When does Shedeur finally get his moment? Does it take Stefanski getting fired? A play call and takeover by Tommy Rees? Maybe owner Jimmy Haslam steps in and blows everything up. We're just gonna have to sit back, watch, and wait, because this situation is about to explode. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update as the Shedeur saga rolls on. Until next time, First Down Media, we're out.